What is up, guys? It is your boy Speed here, and today, kind of like yesterday, but today we're going to be going over 5 heroes that need to get nerfed in the upcoming patch, coming in 2 days, and we're going to be going over 5 spells that also need to be nerfed. So 5 heroes, 5 spells, and then in the comments, I want you guys to let me know what heroes and spells you think need to be nerfed in this upcoming patch. But alright, if you're excited for this video, it helps a lot if you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. Alright, without further ado, let's hop into it. Most of all, if you're looking for more Dota content, you really like what we produce here on YouTube, and it's, you just want to watch more of it and learn more about the game of Dota, click the link down below, sign up to the gameleap website. We post there every single day, and there's a whole library of videos for you guys to check out that have been made recently and over the years. So starting off, we have OUTWORLD DEVOURER. Oh wait, no, it's Death Prophet. However, it's really easy to mix these heroes up, except one literally cannot die, can take your towers, has a good laning stage, and is impossible to kill. Now, why would I relate Death Prophet to OD? Not too long ago, OD was maybe the best hero in Dota. The hero went from like a 30% win rate to like a 60% win rate, and now I don't know what happened to OD. Apparently he's just gone again. The hero is non-existent now. And why do I compare him to Death Prophet? Well, Death Prophet has like 6 armor, 330 movement speed, 335 movement speed, high base damage, a nuke at level 1. There is literally nothing that Death Prophet doesn't have at level 1. It's just dumb. Like, I honestly do not know what to say about this hero in a negative light, right? Because a lot of heroes have certain weaknesses, right? For instance, let's say Lifestealer. Lifestealer, for instance, has this big weakness where he can't secure range creeps. He simply does not have a nuke that he can take at level 1 to push in a range creep, and therefore he will often be forced to overcommit for a range creep and put in a weird position if his support can't do it. Death Prophet obviously does not have that issue with Crypt Swarm. Then, a lot of heroes have trading issues. They might just be a low armor hero like Doom or Pudge. Well, Death Prophet's like 6 armor. 6 armor. And then, yeah, movement speed. Some heroes just get run down. Like, they're really tanky. Let's say like a Viper, right? Pretty tanky hero, but Viper's got like 285 movement speed. So even if you have corrosive skin, it doesn't matter. You're gonna get run down because you're a ranged hero with 285 movement speed. But Death Prophet literally has a boots advantage coming out of the base. The second she steps out of the base, she has a boost advantage on Viper. Think about how insane that actually is. And so yeah, I don't know. The way I think they can nerf this hero, I'll be giving a recommendation for each hero. I think they should just nerf Spirit Siphon down to 3 charges, which I know seems rough, but that spell's kind of insane. When she gets a 4-man Spirit Siphon going at the same time, I mean, it's like she has 8 hearts. It's so dumb. I mean, come on. And then on top of that, the next thing I'd like to mention is that I do believe that Crypt Swarm could be nerfed in cooldown a little, by like 1 second at each level. Next up on the list, we have ENIGMA. I think ENIGMA is just too annoying to play against right now. To be real, I just really think they need to nerf his Eidolon conversion. One theory I had that they could do that would be interesting is they can make it where the Eidolons can't deny the first wave, but they can deny the second wave, so just not the first wave. And the reason why I say this is, like, if you can't deny the first wave on ENIGMA, you get rid of his most annoying portion of the game, which is his level 1, where he just pulls his wave back. And obviously Black Hole is annoying too, and when he gets Necro is annoying too. And I also think Necromonicon is going to get slightly nerfed this upcoming patch. But if he can't deny first wave, he can't get this immediate level 2 advantage that he almost always gets, right? Because he can get early lane denies with his Eidolons, and he denies a range creep, so he hits level 2 first. So you won't necessarily get that as reliably. And ENIGMA, his base damage is horrible, and so you'll be able to get a lot of denies against him as well at level 1. And this should just overall slow down the insane timing that ENIGMA has. I think this hero should be more of like a farming late game secure hero rather than a hero that just guaranteed does well in practically every lane. I mean, there's basically no lane that ENIGMA struggles if the ENIGMA player is good and has some sort of lane support that can protect him early on. And I don't know, I don't like that concept. In general, I think Dota shouldn't, on average, if possible, have heroes that you can just like pick and be like, yep, it'll do fine. Coming in at number 3, we have Puck. Now, Puck was definitely a standout hero at the One Esports Singapore Major. The hero over 58 games had a 62% win rate. Pretty nuts stuff, insanely high. And yeah, that was some of the most games played of the entire tournament. Actually, was it the highest? It was. Yeah, so Puck actually had the highest games played of the major, which is nuts, right? That's insane. And so for a hero that is literally first phase picked, I think it's pretty insane how well it actually does, right? It's literally a first picked hero, and yet it's thriving, which shows a problem. If Puck was like 52% win rate, I'd be like, all right. Even then, it might need a nerf. Like, it's like, all right, maybe it needs like a slight nerf. 62% win rate, and it's getting first phase picked. First phase picked, guys. Teams had 5 picks to counter it, and it wouldn't lose. That shows you a strong hero, right? That is a strong hero. Like, you could look at, let's say, for instance, if Lycan had a 60% win rate this patch, he got last picked every game he got played, and he had 10 games. You'd be like, oh, okay, you know, he had 10 games, and he's getting last picked into really good Lycan games. You know, you need to pick this hero in a niche scenario to win, and the drafters clearly overlooked a potential Lycan pick, and that would be okay, and I think that's actually healthy. I think that's what is so fun about Dota, when you could find these niche picks that dominate the game, and that's really cool. But when you have a hero that's getting first phase and just wins, that's kind of meh. So yeah, I don't know. I think for Puck, I don't even know what you nerf. It just seems like the hero is just overall good. Its numbers are good. It got buffed like 8 patches in a row when it came to numbers. Like, literally everything was getting buffed. It's pretty funny. So I don't know, nerf Witchblade slightly maybe, but then that hurts all the other heroes. I don't think you should nerf Witchblade. I don't know. I think they should just nerf Puck's numbers a little bit. I don't know what, like base damage or something like that. Next up, we have Troll Warlord. Yeah, he's just a really good carry right now. He's one of those carries you can also pick first phase, kind of like Puck. Reason being, he just has a great laning stage. And then if the enemy team picks a bunch of magical damage heroes, it's fine. Just buy, BKB and you'll be alright. I mean, the reality is Secret. I'm sure a lot of you guys saw the Game 3 Secret versus OG Neon. Actually just made a replay analysis of that game on the GameLeap website. We went full in-depth about that, so if you want to watch that video, gotta go sign up to the GameLeap website. But getting into that, they first phase Troll, right? And in the past, like if you looked back at old Dota, everyone would flame me for doing that. In fact, in pubs, people would probably flame me for doing that. But the thing is, it just doesn't matter. The hero almost never loses lanes. It's just a great laner. It's like kind of like Death Prophet, right? Solid movement speed, good stats, good damage, range creep secure. There you go. It's like, all right, you're going to do fine. And then, yeah, so the hero had like a 60% win rate at the major, which is very impressive. You buy BKB, you ulti, and people can't man up. And then we had Juggernaut, which is the last hero that I think needs to get a nerf, which might seem a little bit weird. But the hero's really strong in pubs, right? Really, really great pub hero. Very hard to lane against, very hard to play against. Very versatile right now with the Ags and the Shard and level 20 talent. Very, very versatile hero, strong at all stages of the game. And the hero did perform as well as Troll in the major. A 60% win rate, very strong hero that also can be picked early into the draft. Second, third pick. Now, you might be saying, how does this apply to my ranked games? Yeah, you can just pick them like the second phase, the second round of drafting. And I actually hope they change that up. I'll be real, I want them to change up the picking phase again. I'm just not a fan of how it is right now. I don't know what the best way is. I think they should just make ranked captains mode. That wouldn't actually be good, but yeah, I would like it. But I don't think it would be good for a lot of people if their like main hero gets banned out. It's like if Lukey is playing, ranked captains mode and just gets first phase Pango banned every game. That would probably not be too good for the, for certain players. That'd be bad. All right, and I have one honorable mention before we get into the spells, right? The spells will be a lot quicker than the heroes. But before we get into that, I just want to say ET, Elder Titan, is a hero that I think is criminally underrated, okay? Now, part of this is based off my own experience with the hero. Very positive experience, very hard to play against. Feels very good when playing. It just does a lot of damage. Even if you fall behind, it's very useful. Like, to me, that's always a good sign of a hero. Like, even if you have a tough lane, which ET has a good laning stage, so you don't have to have a bad lane, but the point is, right, even with a bad lane, you still provide so much value to your team. And so, yeah, I really like ET. But let's get quickly into his stats of the major, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. So over 26 games, which is like an impressive amount, right? 26 games. I mean, that's super solid, right? That's super solid, 26. The hero had a 73% win rate. 73 over 26 games, which is nothing to scoff at. And so, yeah, I think that just goes to show that I really do believe people are undervaluing Elder Titan, especially if the enemy team has a bunch of high armor cores. All right, now let's move on to spells that need to be nerfed. Starting off, we have Sunray. Yeah, Phoenix it was one of the most picked position 4s of the major, had a good win rate, and I would largely attribute it to Sunray. Most people were maxing Sunray. Some Fire Spirits max as well, but they would always max Sunray second. and it does way too much damage. I don't know what else to say. You just kind of sit in the back and you put down a Mars Arena or some sort of AoE stun and you shoot a Sunray from the back and it basically kills everybody. By the way, it's AoE, so you can practically solo kill 2 heroes and full heal 2 heroes or 5 heroes. Like, that's just ridiculous. It's just an insane spell. And yes, it can be cancelled and yeah, I don't know, you could pick Silencer and Global. But I don't know, it's really hard to play against Phoenix. Next up on the list is Resonant Pulse, which is the E, right? It is the active Void Spirit that shoots out the like ring thingy, and it makes him take no physical damage, right? It blocks a certain amount of physical damage, and that spell just makes his laning stage too good. It makes him too reliable of a pick, and as I was kind of saying about Puck, the hero, even when being first phase picked, was doing pretty well. It's just a solid hero, and I don't want the hero to be destroyed. I don't think they should nerf much, but I do think that they can nerf like the cooldown of Resonant Pulse at level 1 to make him a much worse laner, because right now, or at least the damage block at level 1, because it just blocks too much. It's just too much. You don't do any damage to him at level 1. It's nuts. Coming in at number 3, as much as this pains me to say it, Acid Spray. Yeah, just a little bit. I don't know, bring it back to 3 armor or something like that. I'm glad that it's like first damage tick. In the past, Acid Spray wouldn't do damage right away, now it does, which I think is cool. It's good, you can cancel salves and stuff like that from like across the map, and you can secure creeps and stack camps easier and just do damage quicker. But yeah, I don't want them to nerf that, but yeah, perhaps the armor should be reduced to 3. It's just a bit too much. Next up is Walrus Punch. Now this one I'm a little bit on the fence on. Tusk had a 55% win rate in the tournament with a large portion of picks. And yeah, it does 350% of your damage, and it works with tag team, which basically means you can crit people for like 700-800 damage at level 6, especially at level 7. And so I don't know, it feels a bit weird to me, I'll be very real. I think that is what makes the hero kind of broken. Like, the snowball's great, right? The hero has so much gank potential early on to the game, like basically 3 disables considering tag team is a slow, and then 4 when you get your ulti. It's a lot of disable that Tusk has, which is what makes him a good hero. But at the same time, just being able to one-shot supports in the early game, which you basically do, it's a bit dumb. It's on a 30-second cooldown. Like, I don't know. It feels like it does too much damage for a support that early into the game. It's a ridiculous level 6 spike is what I'm saying. And last but not least is Serpent wards. So what I think they should do to Shaman is, this was very theory crafty of me. Let me know what you guys think about this one. I'm curious. But this one is very theory crafty. I think that they should nerf Serpent wards to do less damage to towers. Let's say 25% less damage to towers, which I know is a lot. It's a lot, but hear me out. Hear me out. Less damage to towers. And by the way, this hero popped off at the major. I had like a 70% win rate or something. Something ridiculous. What they should do is make it do more damage to heroes. And I know, it's like, oh, but it already does a lot of damage to heroes. Yeah, but later on to the game, it kind of falls off. And what I'd love to see them do is just make Shaman a bit more about using wards for pickoffs and wards for solo kills, and even transition this hero to potentially being more of a core. So perhaps they could make it do like 10-15% more damage to heroes, and then on top of that, lower the cooldown by 10 seconds at level 1. And all of a sudden, this hero would be, you know, it would still be viable as a support, of course, but you could make it like kind of like a cool core, a flex core, maybe some sort of offlaner you pick with like Tusk or Clock in lane. That type of vibe. And I think that could be really cool for the game. Let me know what you guys think, and also let me know what you think needs to be nerfed in this upcoming patch. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and I'm out. Peace. And that's all, but remember, before you leave, come on, before you tune out, subscribe to the GameLeap website, where we are going to help you get to the next rank. If you're stuck, click the link down below, and I'm out. Peace.